guys, my name is Carissa Singh. Today I'm going to show you how to pack for a 2-week summer vacation in Europe. Everything I'm going to show you today is going to be able to fit into one backpack and one carry-on. So let's go ahead and start off with the toiletries. The first thing I like to do with my toiletries is seal the top before you go ahead and put the lid. So I like to use this press and seal from Glad. And what you do is you just cut a little tiny piece. You go ahead and put it at the top. And see, it's going to go ahead and seal that top already. Then you click the lid on top, put this lid on top, seal it up, and you're done. Now, I went ahead and did that to all the bottles that I could do that to, but I also want to show you how you don't have to get rid of these small little boxes or small containers for toothpaste once they're done. You can actually refill them. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to this, so you want to make sure they're really locked in place. And all you do is squeeze, and it will go ahead and refill your other toothpaste. So you don't have to keep buying these small ones. Now, lastly, what I like to do is anything that I can put into a small container, I like to go ahead and do that. So with this mask, I went ahead and put as much as I could into here, and then also seal the top. So what I have so far, let me go ahead and put this mask in here. Let me go ahead and put this body wash also in here. I have hand lotion, sunscreen, contact solution, deodorant, body wash, shaving cream. So I like to make my own shaving cream with cocoa butter and coconut oil and some drops of lavender. Then I have shampoo. I also have this Downy wrinkle release, which is amazing. So when you go on vacation, some things get wrinkled when you're packing, you can go ahead and put that on and it will go ahead and take out those wrinkles. You can also put your clothes in the shower when you're taking a hot shower and just have them hang on a hanger, and that steam will go ahead and help release those wrinkles as well. I also like the Mario facial spray, which with rose water really helps if your skin starts to get dry. If you're going somewhere with a lot of ocean water that has a lot of salt, it will go ahead and dry out your face. So you definitely want that. Some hairspray, some face sunscreen, and then the nighttime cream as well for your face. Whenever I go on vacation, especially to Europe, and I'm at the beach, that water is definitely drying to the skin. So I like to bring the extra moisturizer. Then I'm going to go ahead and put this toothpaste in here, and that's that section squared away. So then I went ahead and put my toothbrush. Now this electric toothbrush of mine will last a full 2 weeks. If yours doesn't, just make sure you also pack the charger. I have nail clippers and tweezers, contact solution, as well as the contact container, tooth floss, eye drops, feminine products. I have some disposable razors as well, and then I have this comb in here. Now next I want to go ahead and put all of my makeup into one container. So I have the Laura Mercier moisturizer, Smashbox Cosmetics eyeshadow, and also I really like these when you're on vacation or just in general. They're the Forever Makeup lipstick, and they stay on even if you drink something. The makeup never gets on the glass, so you can have it on for multiple hours and don't have to worry about reapplying. Now this is one of my favorite things that I found. So it's called Trevolo, and it's to help refill your perfume or cologne if it's a man. So you see that bottom part right there, you take this lid thing off of the perfume and you just stick it on top and go like so, and it refills your entire perfume into this bottle. You open it up and then you can use it. So you don't have to take your big containers of perfume, and you don't have to keep buying the small ones over and over again that you can't seem to refill as well. So go ahead and put this in here, and that container is done. Now, another good tip is if you're going to be doing a lot of water sports and you like to wear mascara, think about wearing a waterproof mascara while you're on vacation. All right, so on to Q-tips. Q-tips are a must. I love bringing that. My number here is 2 per day. So if I'm going for 2 weeks, I went ahead and put 14 Q-tips in there. I also like the cleansing wipes and having some type of nail file just in case. I have some sleeping pills, any type of medication that you might need, some hair, what are these called? The hair ties, some bobby pins, and then I also like to bring some Band-Aids. I only bring a couple. Keep in mind, anything that you run out of, you can always purchase when you're there as well. And you can always purchase the over-the-counter stuff too. So if you run out of headache medicine, it's always going to be available in Europe. But if you're going somewhere else, you might consider putting a little bit more of that medication in there so you have it available to you. Now, I don't like to bring my entire container for eye makeup remover. So I went ahead and just got these little cotton pads. I went ahead and put the eye makeup remover on top of them, make sure they all have the eye makeup remover. I went ahead and put a couple per day, seal it up, and put it in here. Now last, I have my brushes. So I have all of these brushes that I'm going to be using for my makeup, and I want to make sure they don't get smashed because they'll get ruined. So I went ahead and have this little bag. It's a plastic bag, so it doesn't really squish as much. And just put all of your brushes in here, seal it up, and that is all of your toiletries. So I really like this container because you can also fold it up, and if you want to just hang it, you can do that. But take a look at this. This then comes off. So if you just want to remove one, take it to the bathroom or take it to somewhere else, it's easy, it's accessible. So that concludes the toiletries. Hi guys, now we're going to talk about packing. So clothes, accessories, and shoes. So here I have displayed all the clothes and shoes that we're going to pack. I like to really stick to, in the summertime, if I'm going somewhere warm, to light cotton clothing that's super light and it's breathable. So what I did here is I have 6 dresses, 3 workout outfits, some socks and underwear, and 3 pairs of shorts and shirts. So I have a complete outfit of 9 outfits. So if you're going for 2 weeks, I myself either get the hotel to wash my clothes or I wash them myself. If you're staying at an Airbnb, most of the time they have a wash machine there. So go ahead and utilize that. Pack less so that way you can have a little bit of room in your suitcase and buy some items to take home, some goodies. So what I did here is let's start with the clothes. So what I like to do is kind of fold them. This is a nice black dress. Black dresses are great because you can dress them up or down with some accessories. So went ahead and rolled all of the clothes in here, put them in clear zip-up bags so you can see exactly what's in them and you're organized. Went ahead and stick that in. I also like to put 1 dryer sheet in. Helps keep them nice and fresh smelling. Zip that up. Let the air kind of go out. And then you are done with that. So all of the clothes are packed nice and neat. Now, I also like to bring a laundry bag. That way, as I'm using my clothes, I stick them in here and keep them separated from the other clean items. Moving on to accessories. I do have this neat little thing. You can probably get one at Amazon as well. But it's a great little compactor to put your accessories in. So I went ahead and put some earrings in, some necklaces, and some bracelets as well. Make sure you keep them nice and neat. The one thing we don't want to do is have to untangle our accessories. One other tip is the press and seal that I was using before. You can also use that to separate your jewelry if you don't want to utilize one of these. I'm gonna put it all in here. zip it up. And the accessories are done. So we all have those little baggies from our jewelry or from maybe some purses that we purchased. So I like to reutilize these dust bags. And I went ahead and put some of my bras in here and zipped it up. For shoes, dust bags are great because then they don't touch anything. Although I have these, separated, I do like to make sure that just in case one of these rips, my shoes are never touching my clothes. So I like to put these in here as well. Now I have one pair of wedges, one pair of cute little sandals, a flip-flop, and a pair of tennis shoes. Great to mix it up just in case you're going to do some outdoor activities where you might need your tennis shoes, or you just want to wear some flats, or you want to get dressed up and wear some wedges out. All right, so everything's nice and packed. Now I'm going to show you the toiletries and the clothes and putting it into a carry-on suitcase. All right, so let's go ahead and pack up the suitcase portion. So I have my toiletries that I had packed up earlier here. Then I have my makeup brushes in this container. I'm going to separate them. I'm going to try to keep all of my toiletries in this section as with my underwear and bras and such. In this section, I'm going to go ahead and put my shoes and clothes. So I have one pair of shoes here. Now I'm going to go and pack the shoes at the bottom. I like to pack the shoes first because most likely you're going to be wearing the shoes that you have on and you won't need to get to them immediately when you get to your destination. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and put the workout clothes in, the shorts and tank tops in. Then we have all of the dresses. All of the dresses in here as well. And the bathing suits. The bathing suits I like to keep on top because more than likely that's going to be my first go-to item. Anything that's going to be your first go-to item at your destination, go ahead and put that on top. So then we have these little sandals that fit right in this little nook. Our laundry bag. Our bras, our underwear, nightie. And our accessories. And one last thing, the hairbrush. My hairbrush is too big to fit into anything, so I just leave it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and zip this up. Still have room left if I wanted to expand this suitcase. It's still expandable. Keep in mind, this is an American size carry-on. This is not an international size carry-on. I never have a problem going from the United States to my destination in Europe. Coming back, sometimes they do make me check it, but it's not that big of a deal coming back. I like to pack extremely light, especially if I'm traveling on trains. When you're in the train, you have access to the top. There's a top little space for luggage above your seating, which makes it very easy to go ahead and put it on top and keep track of it and not have to keep pulling a bunch of luggage. If you have drivers throughout your stay, then you might not need to worry about that at all. But in this instance, I definitely like to just carry on with as light as possible luggage. And I'm gonna go ahead and start packing up my backpack. All right, let's go ahead and pack up my backpack. So I like this kind of backpack because I use it as my second carry-on item or purse item on the flight. And then while I'm traveling, I use this backpack for my camera, my GoPro, water, etc. So it really comes in handy. All right, so let's go ahead and start packing up. So these are the adapters, right? So when you want to plug in anything, you're going to need them. The nice thing about these is they have the USB ports. So just in case you want to use the USB and the regular electric adapter or the cord, thing, it can go in that way. I like to bring 2 per person because these days we have the camera, we have the GoPro, we have our cell phones, you name it, the list goes on. So 2 of those, easy access right here. I do like to bring tissue as well, especially if you're traveling somewhere where you think you might have to use the restroom where there might not be toilet paper. Sometimes it happens at the train stations in Europe. It's very random, or if you just think you need to wipe up, this is great to keep handy. And then I also have my water bottle. So if you're going to Italy, comes in handy. Oh my goodness, use it all the time. So there's water fountains everywhere in Europe, especially in Rome, Italy. So they all get their water from the mountain springs. It's all fresh running water, fountains, and you can just refill your water bottle and keep going. So it's great. If you forget this, you could always buy, the plastic ones and keep using them, but it's always best to use a stainless steel, BPA-free water bottle. All right, so we got that in. Now, one other thing, I do bring a couple more Ziploc bags. Great if you're doing water activities and you want to put your cell phone in them or your passport in them. Make sure nothing gets wet. Great to have these handy. I'm gonna go and put some hand sanitizer. I just take this little bit amount, just refill it with the big bottle and keep that handy as well. Keep that very handy. We've got some headphones. Put these in this little bag. Little dust bags I just reused from jewelry that I received, or just put them in a Ziploc so you can see them, whatever works for you. Now, this is a pillow, one of those travel pillows. This is the one that everyone loves. You will love this one. The one that has like those beads in it does not work. This one's more like a Tempur-Pedic feel, so it works great. You can even stuff your headphones in here and you just go ahead and roll it up so it's so squishy. You put it in its container. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this bag. Easy accessible if I need to go ahead and use it. This is an extra charger. So you charge this once up, it takes about 24 hours to charge, but it will charge your cell phone up to 8 times. So great to keep it handy. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find a plug or somewhere to plug in your phone or maybe your laptop or GoPro and you just want to recharge it somehow. This comes in handy so many times, especially if you're on the train. Now, my camera, I like to bring my Nikon camera, but I'm using it today to go ahead and video this. But I would put it in here. I also have the charger. Make sure you have all of your chargers for all of your tech gadgets. So go ahead and put this. Here. My extra Ziploc bag. My laptop. Now I also keep track of any of my tickets, any of my itinerary items, any restaurant recommendations that I might have. I can also take pictures of them on my phone, have that handy. I have a language cheat sheet, that's great as well. Just keep things in handy like, hello, goodbye, how are you, table for 2. Great to keep it handy, especially if you're traveling somewhere where you don't speak the language. It's nice to be able to say some words in their language. And then a copy of my passport. So hopefully this never happens to you, but if it does happen to you, it's nice to keep a couple copies of your passport on hand in case your passport is lost or stolen. Tickets, air flights, keep that handy. Now my GoPro is gonna go in here. And then I also have all of the accessories for the GoPro, the charger, etc. They also have the head adapter, so if you do any of those Segway tours, it's great to put that head adapter on your helmet. And then a money belt, go ahead and put your money in here once you get to your destination or while you're on the flight. A book. You can also bring a Kindle. Those come in handy as well. I have more chargers, so my cell phone charger, my Fitbit charger. I love bringing my Fitbit when I'm traveling, because then you can see how many calories you burn, how many steps you've taken. It's quite amazing. My MacBook charger as well. I do like to bring a cordless Bluetooth speaker. Sometimes you're on the beach by yourself, you don't have music, or if you're traveling somewhere, maybe going on a hike and you want to have that music on you. Great portable speaker to keep on hand. Sunglasses, and in my sunglass case, I put some sleeping pills. Just in case on the plane I can't really sleep that well, I go ahead and put them in my sunglass case and keep them handy, just in case. My eyeglasses. And then last but not least, this is my little wallet. So I like to bring a little clutch to keep track of my passport and my credit cards. This clutch is great because you can keep it in your backpack, but you can also use it at nighttime. This clutch has one of those little strings, so you can go ahead and use it as a full handbag or a clutch. Keep my passport handy, a couple of hair bands, and some chapstick, and my money. Now, just keep your credit cards in here. I have my Costco credit card in here, but I don't need that. So make sure you take all those goodies out that you don't need to carry on you, because you won't be utilizing them. So ID, bank card, credit cards, put them in here. One tip, the credit card, if you ever lose it internationally, when you call them, you're gonna wanna put that number that says outside of the international phone call, you're gonna wanna put that number in there as well, into your phone. Put that in there. And then my cell phone. Keep that handy. And we are ready for traveling. And then I also have a sweater, so I like to bring a light sweater on the plane, and then if I need it when I'm traveling as well, but that's about it. You got my carry-on luggage and this, and we are ready for vacation. So to pack 2 luggages makes it easy and convenient to travel, especially if you're going to multiple destinations. I know that you noticed that I went ahead and rolled my clothes in the luggage. There's also, people who go ahead and fold them all together to make one big chunk of clothes. That's great if you're going to one destination, but if you're not, it makes it difficult to find all the clothes. You have to unwrap all the clothes together. So the rolling works the best for me, and that's about it. So I hope this was helpful, and let me know what you think.